Thank you, Les. Neighbors near the Henderson Executive Airport pushing back against a proposed affordable housing development. It would be a 5-story complex with more than 200 units built at the corner of Volunteer and Bermuda. They went before the Henderson City Council last night asking them to reject the plan.
We have no idea about what the traffic impact is. We have no idea about the flooding risk that this thing entails. And there's been actually no community discussion for something as big as this.
Dozens of neighbors near what would be called the Volunteer Apartments submitted notice to the city of their opposition, and many showed up to speak against it.
This is not like you move next to the airport, don't complain about the noise. I lived there long before all this stuff happened, as did many of the people in our cul-de-sac.
Pretty much everyone we talked to in the area had no idea that this thing was even going in.
Last month, the Henderson Planning Commission approved a plan to build the affordable housing complex with waivers for things like height restriction. Instead of the max 35 feet, allowing the complex to be 61 feet tall. Resident William Castle filed an appeal.
There are no 5-story buildings in this part of the city. All the neighborhoods surrounding this thing wasn't there when you guys initially approved this project back in 2021.
I don't want the neighbors to be under the impression that we just kind of dropped this project out of the sky. It's been approved and in place for almost 5 years.
A 300-unit affordable housing project was originally approved for the land that is currently open desert right next to a flood control basin. The council was only deciding whether to give the project certain waivers.
This is a privately held property, so I understand some of the neighbors were asking, if we can turn this into a community center or a park. It's not our property, it's not the city's property to be able to dictate exactly what could be built on there.
Despite neighbor opposition, the city council unanimously agreed to allow the changes the developer of the affordable housing complex was seeking.
I have 3 of my own adult children that don't live here because they could not find attainable housing. We have to have workforce housing. We have to have veteran housing, senior housing. We have to supply housing for everyone. And so that's where we have to be fair with that.
And the council also approved a waiver for the design of the parking lot, which will have more than 300 spots. Required landscaping will be traded out to make room for solar panel covered carports.